So at the whole net of that, in the mid-1800s, they had Kodenia, the Hano, La, Yatubas, as a Noxator, Dobas or Chin, or Lake. Ado, just say Tubas, as a slow, the had Soibas, Chin, here, Ani, the Sitchi, put it in the Senate. Here, Ani, the Sinigan, Red Lawyers, the Kent, and Ingi, Mariano Lake, Smith Lake, Joe, Ado, she chained it, the Kae, the cop. Bazınon pidok eni kop. Ako aji because aligi reva. Jobna yat egi ya dite sati ya because aligi hot asati onishigi benna do ultka ya bahot afta. Aro indeta ya unled or the school board members this can't out that it not agi or again it's out this Yego Soja or Yego in that list. So what I bet cases I don't in the operate in each of a substate edge of snowball snake. Even in the 80 one than the this color 4A in the Taeya Afla Satada Joya Bensikis. Other not only the Sunday who da vega na has time even not a photo a number and I use a coco that over here a Hosea. Judo agency as the donating day. Another lady as lots and the lady 1 4 to a I don't the young kid at innocent Navajo see to a happy case it's in on this. Yeah,
George Toll, Casmero Chapter representing Bakra.
I'll give you 5 minutes, okay? Majority, you know me, don't time me until I tell my whole story, okay, sir? My name is George Toth with Casimiro Chapter, and I represent the chapter Smith Lake, Casimiro Lake, and Smith Lake. I'm a Baka representative. I don't care that, so Tsiki, let me tell you, we deal with the BIA guy, a lot of us, okay? Even the contract, we get our money from the federal government, our stipend too. When did the Navajo Nation give us some money? Then, okay? All the policy that we deal with is under 25 CFR, right? In there states what? Local control. Consult with local people. This is not happening. Did you know that we have to put this together by March the 23rd? It's going to come before the committee again. Where is justice? Where is fairness at then? So now the people that are missing is the parents, okay? The chapter official, only a few of them are here. We need to take this back to our community, let our elderlies, our parents, make a decision. That is local control. That's the way I look at it. All these councilmen that make the recommendation, they have email. Did you know that? Write to them. Especially those 2 individuals. I'm already drafting a nasty letter and cuss them out. What the heck? That's the only way they will respond. Amen. Now, is this system broken? No, it's broken by denied education. Where's the election? When did the Navajo Nation ask us to put this proposal in place at local level? They have it right. They always come from where? From the top. This should have been done a long time ago. I don't know if they can put it on the newspaper. Because can somebody go on KJK and consult with our people? That's the only way. I like to see all this negative stuff, and we're opposing at the next meeting on the 23rd. Easter eggs with Anila. Did you know that we submit resolution to them? Doty, Senator Doty. Only one or two resolution they might be thrown away. So best thing to do is send it to your councilman. If Daniel So doesn't listen to us, I'm going to run against him. Okay? I'll represent 8th chapter. The same issue we have, he barely came to our chapter. So, your comment, email, letter, resolution to their email, all 5 of them. Or write a letter to them, Office of Legislative Branch, P.O. Box 1390, Winter Rock, Arizona 87515. Put their name in there, send a letter to them. Once you guys, I'm going to give you an assignment tonight. Work on that. Give me those letters tomorrow. Thank you. I forgot to say, I'm going to throw that after I showed up to my community in the trash. Leave it the way it is.
Next. Next is
Valerie Hasisa.
She Valerie Hasisa in Chia. A change law on the Kai Bashin. As I have to let us chill the Kai by the Shimala. Representing that school. I'm actually a parent. I have 2 kids that go to DZ, and as a parent, and also I'm the PAC president for the City School. As a parent, this really concerns me for my kids. The education, it's like, it makes you think about where your kids are going to go next. So I try to talk to other parents in our community to speak up. And so on behalf of some of them, they're here with me, and some of the grandparents are also here from our community. So according to the plan, I agree with the 4A. It's the same similar to Plan 1. And for our school, the school board member in DZ is doing a great job. So why change it? We have everything going good for our school. We want our children to go to our school in our local communities. And we want them to learn from, about in our community. It's just keeping it in our communities instead of them going to public schools. They learn more from our educators where we're at, so we can keep them in our community, so they can better themselves to support our community as well, just like going back to the school. They can even become teachers for our younger generation. So that's the reason why I support the Plan 4. And then, 4A. Okay, so then, some of the parents have no idea what their children's education are. It's like, we heard from our school that this public meeting was going on, and why doesn't the Net of Education come out and listen to us parents? We have our kids in these schools. Why can't they listen to us to agree on plans like this? It's like, it's the same thing. We vote, and yet there's nothing being done. Even Jonathan Nez, our president, we voted for him, but yet he's not standing up for our communities, for our Navajo people, nothing. So it's the same situation you hear all the time. The communities where we come from, everything is just the same. Even some of these elderlies, they are raising their own grandchildren. They don't know nothing, so they should come out and represent or explain to us what's going on about these plans. So other than that, it's just everything's just so mixed up. It's like it's hard to understand what's going on, and it's very hard to explain to some of the elderly that are raising their own grandchildren. And
Is there one of these?
it would have been nice if the education was here to talk to more about what was going on and what their plans were. So our kids are the ones that we are building futures for, and I want to have a better life for my kids. So that's the reason why I started to go and be part of the school and learn about what's going on with their education. So that's what I'm going to say as a parent here, and it does really concern me, and it's just really hard to believe our leaders are doing this to us. It's really sad, and I'm sure that they're going to be looking at this. So to our leaders, please help us Navajos. We really need your help instead of helping other tribes. And I know that Jonathan Nez has been helping other tribes than us. He doesn't help his own generation. It's like, I don't know where he's at. He's like jumping from one thing to another. When people say this, he jumps on that side. When people plan this, he jumps on this side. So he really needs to just focus on us Navajo and be our leader.
Deborah Jesus Naizi, and a community member. I'm sorry. That's a...
My name is Delora Jesus, and I'm a community member from Naizi and a grandmother. My clan is Nahabani and Naikainane, and I get the other two mixed up, so I'm not going to say. Well, I really am glad to be here and to voice my opinion. I really do care about my granddaughter and her schooling. But I believe that all these issues that are arising now, we're not even being told, or it's done among several committee members. We're always the last ones to know about it. So I think we need to really rally on and say that we need to be heard from the community. They're always doing something behind our backs. I'm going to be upfront with you guys about all certain things. We're the last ones to know. and then we're always being rushed to vote on a certain issue, a time limit. What about our community, like all of us have spoken about? But then, yeah, seems like we don't even have a voice anymore. Are we people? And then when it comes to voting time, I want your vote. You know, I don't really want to come up here and start, pointing stuff to certain people, but it is that way now. It seems like they don't even recognize us until voting comes around. So we really need to stress that out. I'm concerned about it. We're the last ones to know, and I believe that we need to leave everything as is for some of us. But DZ School is doing a great job as a grant school. There's never been an issue about this and that. So I just want to say that we need to be heard. What's the rush? Why is there always a rush on some to vote when it concerns our future educators, our future with our grandkids? I worry about that. So I believe that, and my granddaughter is already trying to, she's already got a school picked out. When she gets to the 8th grade, she's going to go to Navajo Prep. So, they take all that and their decision making. So we have to step up. We have to say something. It's not like that. What do we have to do to make these people hear us? We've been doing everything by the book. We write resolutions. We do all this. Okay, what about on their part? How come they're not out here like some of us said? They're not here. They're not present. Okay, no, it's just not right. So I'm just voicing my concerns as a grandmother. We are watching our grandkids after school while parents work. And then to have all this on us again. We're not being heard. We need to do something. So like the gentleman that said, yeah, write emails. So she emails some of us have wrote to these representatives, and we're still not being heard. So, you guys, I don't know. We can probably request a hearing, a public hearing at local chapters, or something. Get it on the newspaper. Get verbal. So I'm just saying that I just think we need to be heard. We don't need to be rushed to have this thing done. It's concerning our future, grandkids and everybody, school. It never was an option like that in the past when I grew up. We went to school every day. Nobody didn't change anything on us overnight. We didn't have to worry about it, but we're like that. We're at a point where we're thinking about things constantly because our leaders, the state leaders, they're changing things on us just within, overnight 2 days. And then we have to rush again to come up with some kind of solution again. So I think that's not right. We all need to work together in all your communities and to get this thing vocal, and we need to vote on it right. So that's what I'm saying as a grandmother. Thank you.
Next up is Caroline Como with Raymond Navajo.
Caroline Como Adot Hatsoi Tashacheda Nakano Ego Ace Shade of Chende Nashado Nashado Dishi Shade de Otai Pine Hill School Ajay Tanishdi Atkaheta Seta Raymond Navajo School Board Ado Keha Ade Natani Nafenido community members, parents, That's Ade Kodo Nahikagi Bahins. What I need that of Nishi Ade Kadahao Zigi, a Quantashe Yad or Kado Baby Zigi Hesi, or Yahabadishi, Koje Pine Hill School lagi ashla dahnaso thanon before lagi ajunat ani dahnahas khaligi do yahado kodo shenaileri writers and do yahad so kodo nihisin kunzaho naha eya ishtani senegi baahinsen ado kojido mati ado ai gisi bahadisen ado di baahinsen in 1968 and now pushta in geotra behadis nihibenet kizashadan vende jo ADHD got the Christian is to Sania had see they go sa subject the Christian had the hasty Asian fashion solo goshit the just project and every board after I should be him a alternate the district go in John go here of course do yard a whole hatchin the in this case for attend that's a part of your radio station about clinic Japan budget the house maybe of course unhealing ever a kudo a kid the night he make on general of fight a quite that long support he had the issue I put it on the hospital.
Thank you, Ms. Golo. Next up is Mr. Steve Guerrero with Alamo.
Le dada in the shipwreck on Sia, or you are the neck of the husky and plan A Gitanico, Cape Nanzico. Shadow plan 4A, a Koshido Kadodo, Hago Shida Hadid Degi, I support the school for the thought you had in Chicago.
Kaya Arish Kirosh me, Mure, Kichakasti, Gipa, reinforcement primary, Dia Mure, Istorina Shah Alamo, Steve Wardo and Kia, and not just precious tune. Dia Yelaki Mure, I guess, Nan Aho, Akina, Altebrona, Ataho, and Dira, Alamo, did I Kahin 5 major divisions. Education, health service, early childhood, administration, community service. Out of that, it branches out to 72 programs. Out of that, it employs over 300 employees. We're the second most largest employees in Sequoia County. And I see as a 5-board member, so the first one again, on Alamo. We like the all 5 board members that we have, but we are in support with the other schools with the Plan 4A to keep it like that. We're in support with the Navajo. And there was a question that I had, EIE schools, power of authority. There's authorities picking that away from some schools, and they're having meetings on it, and they're really moving forward with it. I don't know if you guys are aware of that, but that's what was happening in Twin Arrows the other day. And with this plan that's happening, what's Doty's plan? Because see, there's 6 plans about Nide, and now there's 8. Are they going to put some more in there? What kind of plans do they have? There's some questions that still need to be asked. There's still more. We need more time. Why are we being rushed? Each school, what I think is more shape now before March 11th, at Nide. Area March 23rd, not a bit. That's it. But they're really slipping through things that where us Navajos, we don't have a say-so in anything anymore, like how people are saying. And then, second, chapter reduction business. They're moving forward with that one too. How is that going to reflect the schools too on the apportionment plan? Is it going to be the same way too? Even if you haven't put that plan in there too. And then fourth, We sit with the 638 program, healthcare, aid of Barahas and healthcare, that Navajo Nation, HESI, has already signed over a legislation with the full committee, and they passed it, where NBC, Nakani Development Corporation, yeah, Molina Healthcare System, Molina is going to be your MCO. Patient at a if you are under the Medicaid, they're going to put you under Molina auto enrollment business. So I don't know if they have educated you on that one too, and I don't know if they have educated the community too. The Ke Alamo, we're really against that, because what Navajo Nation's giving to us, we're not guinea pigs. We're a human being like everybody else in this world. We have a stance and we have a say-so. And to these stuff, around 6 HESI. It is true, but HESI is saying they're moving forward with all these kind of things. They're not listening to communities. They only have their own ways of doing things. They have their set meetings too, where you can't say anything. Public comments, they don't allow you public comments. They don't read it. You try to give them resolutions, they just throw it out. And then when it comes to it, they say, we didn't see your resolution. So we can't really say anything about that one, but we, as an individual person, with our resolutions, we just have to give it to them, hand deliver it to them too. Give it to them in person. That's the only way things will move. 6, where's our Board of Ed representative? Where is she at now? She should be here with us. Eastern Agency, Bank Colleges, if she's the president for the Board of Education, she should be here. She was voted from us. She was supposed to keep on as to you, listening to you guys, in return, what she's doing now, she doesn't even attend her meetings too. She does it on the phone too. Even with pre-authorization, that's how we had to do it over the phone. And then she says that Alamo, our graduation was at 56%. Come to find out we're at 90 in 2016, 2017. 2018, 2017, 2018, they have 77% on Nila Dodi. And then it was at 89%. And then last year, 18-19, they told us it was at 84%. It was at 93%. So look at that calculation. Where did they get that? Hardest meeting there. And even with student rates, that's the same way too. Where did they get that? We have over close to 340 students in elementary. And they still count us under 300 sometimes. So there's a lot of questions to be still answered on this reinforcement. As community members and chapter leaders, the school board, you need to go back to your chapters and tell them about what's happening with everything. Doty's doing this, and if this goes through, it's on the president's desk too already. Just ready for him to sign. And they already met with our governor, Michelle on this, and she already signed it too. So just a heads up for you guys to be aware.
Well, if there are no other speakers, it appears Mr. Guerrero is the last speaker.
Now, the educator, Shanat Adam of Family. For Andan is technically about the school board meetings about. Nashate ya Indian Wells who had the Hordin, the Chitapin, the dog. I live over here, the hot shake of Delcom. Said now the other coming, the hot shake. A other again, you're not a stay about it. No, said I tell the horn the Delcom trading post about traders down there. Although in the dark, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I thought, wow, she said, I did. She the house here, oh, teeth and the egg, oh, but on the house, but anyway, it's a couple hundred pounds for the day. I mean, but she's cheap. Kid the cheap. The Chanel door is the one that's without sunshine. So, Rosie said I'm going to kiss on the net. No, but not also starting. No, but I'm not can be married. Door parking, door, my game is okay without sunshine. Although a grab behind Engie. Beverly Cove brought out some good points. I don't quite at that was next door. I would ask you I'd make a shit area. She make a yard hit or lace so the China talk about in the because I can't make a yard hit for auto is I can get 8-inch cup. The 3rd or 12th grade is and at the Hopper school system. RJ thing board if I can represent relocation program for Diego. I spent 40 years away from home. I've been on Swande oil, make a oil, anyway, that's all but I was also on the school board for the Hobart Unified School District, and it's quite different from the one I serve on. But I had the fortunate duty to serve for 9 years on the Hobart Unified School District. I look at I'm on my 2nd term with the Hobart East Atkins Residential Hall. I favor 4A plans by Apportionment. I really wanted local, emphasize local control. Which no Finland, ni masondo, ni chetan ne she out I and can and I even but we can go and so I don't masondo ne she put out then not there. Go up to the sun, so the thing that I get just told her from me, but she, yeah, but not the day for the number. But I'm the thought. I ate it, but I need to go, I ate it, and I need call. What I like to recommend is to take these plans back to our communities and educate our people. And when it's put on the voting ballot, to oppose the particular ones that we should not favor. Now, but the bill from them kicking. Local control, but the shingi, but the ningi age, Takatahisi paende hamat ade. Kaya pilihat ite ade tene kita hat ini ni perhonsan ado saho ni perhonsan shit am da shit out patina has ande chiko down but has electricity don't hadas is a thought one that don't hadas later. We're off grid for all of those. Ako put out a chinyaj ande. Tapahago masanda. It's okay. The masanda. Tapahago ande ko. Kerosene or the egg ande baby. Each homework. Put out. Ako some of the other representatives from far away are not going to know how our students' living situations are. Those on the those on the those abamasani kan anta lori anda am I saying it right? Sheep herding, yeah. School that Navajo. So we know that as local people that support our students on how they're being cared for. At our residence hall, we take care of 64 girls and 64 boys. At our school, we're situated on the corridor, I-40. We get students from Sanders and all of that. And we know, we pretty much know what kind of problems are in these I-40 corridor communities. There's a lot of drug activities that are going on. There's also human trafficking going on because of the many different people traveling that I-40. There's a lot of problems coming from some of those communities that come to our school. So what we emphasize is a good education, prevention education on those type of activities for our students. So that's why I would not like to be lumped in with these other communities that don't know our school, our programs, our students. We know our communities and where the students are coming from. So I support for a I just wanted to say one more thing. One of the times that we had a voting on some issue, voting yes meant no, and voting no meant yes. So it was really confusing to a lot of people, and I'm just afraid this whole scenario on what we're talking about may be in that same category. Up at the here,
Good morning, the Dishney Selection in Hajia Tashanea Tahalation, Saya Hadzijan, Asahavation. Yat they are not Hokone. Niso Kagin Goshino. Are they are not called a honey so Kagin. And they say, but that is good. Ashin the day a honey Yabado. you gotta be really careful about what you say. Negative, or kashita, hatzi. Ako, she Pauline Freeman age, yedo, is also belt trucks. The board secretary. Panisahuri Dashiredo, Tanabi, Dashiredo, Nanishri Dashichi. Okuta astonishing. Alkodo is also in Nasha. Alkoe Shiaho. Alkodo Samadoshizano, Oji. Alkodida, or when a new Daisoji. It was Adam Peggy up. They had Daisoji, she, Ton, Alkonensis case. A lot of those things have been also seen. Once case of that, though they made apportionment plan either the only trustee at the board meeting. Every year they need some season. Of course, I studied that ayat egi for 80 that's what I decided on. And that I see take it out, non-argue it out or non-sausage and not grass. Just read out what I want this piece. Dina da not ido di the one, not that plain here, no. And I see those people. I would really like it, and I'm gonna continue to say what I need to say, and I oppose a lot of things that the duty office has been doing before us without consulting us. So, I hope that Matthew Shiyaja Kon and then Fundy Ashe Konda was that in the Shinto doesn't do that in Scotland. So, he's on. I think they need to come in and listen to us, or either come out to the schools. Then Zago Kon Junday, 20 arrows go down to the Kain. These schools, outlying schools, Crownpoint agency, come out to the schools and visit the schools. That's what I like to see for them to do. Of course, but I Saudi Arabia, so board president Pauline Billy is back there with me, so they come from community school area, funded us. So thought to have.
Thank you, Ms. Graham. Please sign it. Next up is Mr. Penn Woody.
Either you're Facebooking or taking a lot of notes. Today I'll be nice. Well, if you visited yesterday, you guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I went to yesterday's public hearing. Out about this case, overnight, I thought about the plan. I came up with Plan 9. I know you're Plan 8, so I got Plan 9. I'm going to erase my 4A from yesterday.
I call Naya especially this is my area, so Eastern chapters. So yeah, Craigie, I love the Shana City, Benway Jude, it's on the snow, I don't know, I call Jonathan, so 3 I don't know, oh yeah, so go 10-9, she needed. With the school board, I saw it's out of all the, probably here, this is probably the most that I've seen. Right, you know, they don't care or something. I call Diego, on here. Like I said, Jolanesh, or on here, I don't eat. Be creative plan, harder, the idea. I call, be there for what, you know, needs. I don't know that BRE operators do it, but I saw these with the snow, they said, they said, either their superintendent took their time away today or something. Can't speak them to that. No. I call her, hey, come on, this kid, could you? Eastern GD, oh, that's a hundred, kid cut it down. On heat and a board either to go Ben Howie, and you did it. Oh, Jonathan, what color? The HJ. She did the Foundation Community Grad School there. I call Diego, Kado, actually, you know, the store, we don't micromanage. The way board, the other nature, even not then, I think either. Play with that, Asian now, with that. So plan 9, the Shuni day, Either a ski hit little the rate either, what coverage in the house eating. They was cut a hoyani with and the holy lady that was out when I should not open the job with that. They need some training. Up in the need, I don't lay on a creta. I don't Kado 8 is the winter, I need to convention. I need to eat in a don't hit. I call but change ED. Now they don't kill I art 8 out of the I know one is reducing from 5 to 4 or 4 to 3. 4A they as is, but at large each like they use the call they plan the fast the now go a must take quick. I call it there what's far. I share you had a key a what go 8 hours for. Which is there's only a few, some must have done just now, what's 80? I started the decommission, aren't they? Energy, engine, no, hike everywhere, no more the engine. Joe, what's another? Did ever go? I need all benefit, the ever that, they no. I don't put you ever COVID, so if it's Eddie, no, the COVID, I call the unheard, go get it heat up crazy. I don't need to enter a family. Cody, crazy. 8 plants in the leading, 8 and 6 ever candy. Try there's 8 bees involved on it. I call crazy in the seed case. I leave Ada, I put out what the yago. If you look at all the schools across the neighborhood, there's probably like maybe 3 or 4 that's I switch in a hotel. When the hot does about it's okay if they do that, we can do it. I know that's so chill out with it. So agents I call that today, is that the only way we're gonna understand? Not to blame should not only it's on the Mr. Rogers. So should not I didn't have I need no, they came up with 3 plans, but that plan has A and B, so they came up with 5. But you beat it 3. They call, we can't touch the large and what's that? They call, Diego Benny, no, on here, okay, he just not done. I call next round, they did it all, but I said, without the arch, without any Jones. They call, did to BRE operator school, like, in the house, that is still, they're going to be going under 638, that has nobody at that here. What do you go to keep all the schools out of the it's on, going back to BIE grad school and many get these people back on track. I think that's the only way things are going to get solved. Ako di reinforcement niti nang kaho every 4 years in Hanati. Ako ashi the white on the but the ship could do the CKC day yaha all the queens and over heavy media. But we never put our own our plans together. Ako di kat di na any reinforcement. Guess what? Next 4 years, it's going to come up again. A census count, this is going to be in front of us again. So if we don't like this plan, I think most of you school board agencies should be and these are Eastern agency, no Western, Northern, we're ready. I think that's a good way of doing it because it's especially on the Tuba City that way, Monday and the 8th as deal with us. We pay us so 20,000. I don't ship brought about the same size as I don't DJ crazy. But Chinley, I don't see out of tomorrow, it's 40 pints. I call this sleep like the same thing that's going up. What's going on that? But look at yourself, look at your problem. I don't unheat and the way we can't blame everybody. Project on the husband, where your eyes are in I call Bob, she don't Bob, she would want this case, so it is a crazy. The recorder, so all this information is going to go back in front of the top leaders. Urban Jones, so if you miss one, then the Tessie, Board of Education, you know,